Well, I have a lot of opinion about that, but I'll try to be short.
Too much.
Too much pressure.
Pressure.
Too much pressure on students. And for most of those rules, I really thought it was ridiculous. That's too much. The university feels like there's no rules.
そうなんだ。
Yeah, they don't really study
They don't
much.
study.
They did not want to do it, but they had to do it. At the end, you really don't know what you want to do, I guess.
How do you think about Japanese education if you see any?
Japanese education. Well, I have a lot of opinion about that, but I'll try to be short. School, like before university, I think it's maybe a little bit too much.
Too much.
Too much pressure. Too much pressure on students. And too many rules that I don't think some rules should exist.
Hairstyle,
Yes.
uniform.
Like being too extreme in some, I don't know, hairstyles and dressing. Like there should be a dress code, but this is a whole nother level. This is too much, I think. Like back home, we cannot wear tank tops and shorts and something really short. That's understandable. I mean, that's where I come from, and my environment is like that, and I consider that okay. But here, you cannot. I don't know. You cannot wear too many like trinkets. Pierce or ear or just decorations and make. Well, like too much makeup is not also like.
Not okay in Europe?
I don't know. Now I don't know, but in my time it was not that. But anyway, you could wear what you want to wear and have accessories that you want to wear. Here you cannot wear any accessories in school. I like the seifuku. But I also think it's maybe, I don't know how practical it is for parents because I heard it's very expensive. I like seifuku, but I think it's maybe too expensive, and maybe if people would just decide on colors, like let's wear, I don't know, blue, or just to decide on colors, and then parents can buy. Those kind of rules I think would be a lot more practical and better for everyone, for the society and for the budget of parents.
そうね。those came from England maybe だけど、
long time ago, already into the system too much.
でも rules about not only the way they look, but the way they behave が too strict だよね。
I've seen a couple of rules, and for most of those rules, I really thought it was ridiculous. That's too much.
そうだね。で、what about the university?
The university feels like there's no rules.
そうなんだ。
Yes, I don't know,
So there's a huge gap?
There's a really big gap because in high school and before university you cannot do anything, and then suddenly you're a university student, you can wear pierce, you can dye your hair in rainbow colors if you want, you can do whatever you want, you can go in tank top, shorts, slippers, whatever, Croxies. There are a lot of people in Croxies here.
That's what's called college debut in this country.
Debut. And that's too, then you get from, it's just too extreme, like too clothes, too much.
That's because maybe they were put under too much pressure and then they explode.
Possibly, yeah.
What about, you haven't experienced any, but how do you think they will behave or they will do after graduating university? If there's no rules and they were
Well, I'll start off with high school first, because in high school they have too many rules.
Too many rules.
And then at the university they don't have any rules, so they don't really study much. I mean, they study as only what they need to study. Like need to know, they know, but outside that they don't try to do any more study anymore. And then shukatsu, and for shukatsu they have to really
Have you ever heard about
Oh yes, a lot of my friends actually went. Right now, while I was in Japan, a lot of my friends had to do
あ、そうなんだ。
Yes, and
Japanese friends?
yes,
あ、そう
they
なん
were
だ。
really under a lot of pressure and really nervous, and they did not want to do it, but they had to do it, and they just don't know where to go, what to do.
So this university term is like a really moratorium. Do you know moratorium? It's like waiting time. So pressure and waiting time, and then another pressure comes.
Yes, I don't like, especially because Japan does not have, like in Serbia we have not really specialized, but everyone has a senmon.
あ、専門ね。
So everyone specializes in something in universities. So you study for something that you can do a certain job when you finish it. In Japan, there's no such thing. You're just going to the university.
そうだね。
So at the end, you really don't know what you want to do, I guess.
Yeah,
Unless you have a certain idea, you just go from a company to a company and try to get a job somewhere.
In this country, what the person majors in, it doesn't matter. The company, they only care about which university and what Hensachi is he or her from, and they don't really care about what the major is, what they can do. So that's a big problem, maybe. But even after entering the company, it still continues. The Shakaijin people, they only care about which company that he is belonging. So if you exchange a business card, the person will say, "Oh, I am Ikigami from Mitsubishi, なんか Miritza from Mitsui," and we never know the person is like finance person or marketing person. 全然関係ないね。
Yes. Now I also have that experience to say that I'm Sakura's no Miritza. So I can connect with that now too.
そうだね。
Yes, I also. No one knows what I do. I'm just that firm's person.
Person. そうだね。So how was your なんか working experience in
My working experience.
Sakura's?
It was better than I expected.
そう。
Because Sakura's is not a typical Japanese firm. First of all, it's not a typical Japanese firm. And I was a little bit afraid at the beginning because I've heard a lot about Japanese firms, so I expected a lot of rules, a lot of...
I ended up doing radio taiso at
Yes, I was really worried that I might not... I'm a foreigner. I mean, I learned a lot of Japan a lot, and I lived here for a while, but I'm not Japanese. So I was worried I might do something that I think is okay, but for Japanese people it's not okay. So I had that nervousness a little bit. I was
throwing business card.
I was a bit nervous, but I was happy enough that like the boss is too kind.
No.
And
I think that you're okay anyway. だけど、まあ、Sakura's is like more. I want those members to be more international. だから、so we don't want to care about this Japanese local rules.
Not too I'm glad that we kind of managed to balance it.
そうね、そうね。
To create some sort of a bridge between.
Yeah, I really appreciate
me and some my other Japanese colleagues.
So. It's really important to have you here because people will know Japanese local rule is just local rule.
Yes.
Otherwise, they won't understand. They think this rule is like everything だからね. And it's not. だから it's always good to have a person like you coming outside of the nation and tell everybody whole world is doing the different thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So what did you think about the members here?
The members here. At first, I was not sure how to communicate to them. My Japanese is not as good. They don't speak much English as well. So at first, I was not sure which language I use. How can I help them, and how can they help me? and how can we work, like, because sometimes we have some work that we have to do together, but sometimes we're like separate, and we had to find balance between all of those things. So they were, at first I think they were more intimidated by me than I was intimidated by them. I think they were more scared of me than the other way around.
Well, they're not scared of
But
you,
they were just,
but
they were behaving. I thought they might be scared of me.
They're scared about making mistakes or something,
okay.
or being like ashamed by somebody.
I see. I was more scared of doing something wrong than being, I don't know, ashamed by who I am, I guess. But then as more as we worked together, of course, we managed to talk a little bit more about each other, and we would also sometimes see each other after work, which was nice, and we got to know each other and learn about each other and learn from each other, which I think was really important.
What are your plans after going back to Serbia? Will you come back to Japan?
Well, my plan is right now I need to finish my university, and hopefully when I do that, I'm planning on trying to come back here for my master's.
That's great.
Degree. So I want to study my master's in Japan, if possible.
So when will that be?
That would be at least 1 year or two, depending on how the program goes. Yes.
So we will just wait for you to come back. I don't know if this office is still in Hibiya or not, but around Tokyo.
You'll be here. Yeah, you'll be here somewhere.
So we will wait for you. And me, of course, but maybe some members.
As well. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. Me, of course, maybe some members, they will have a chance to visit Serbia.
Yes, that's true. Some of my colleagues are
just
coming
waiting
to Serbia.
True. So
they will come too.
そうだよね. Okay. So we will wait for Miritza.
Yes, thank you. Please do wait for me.
It was fantastic to have you here for half an year, and all the members. I think they were like inspired by you.
Oh, really?
So and I also was inspired.
I think that's too much credit. I don't think I did not help that much, but at least I think we had a really, really good time, and we got to learn from each other a lot.
そうだね。じゃあまた I hope Miritza, we will see Miritza in this Ikegami-Kofu YouTube channel or somewhere broadcasting from Serbia next time. Next time we can do this collaboration in Belgrade.
Yes,
probably.
Somewhere in Belgrade, somewhere in a nice place in
そうしま
Belgrade.
しょう。くれずに入ろうかわかんないけど。
The new Starbucks.
New Starbucks. Yeah. OK. じゃあまたミリッツァとこのチャンネルで、配信することを皆さん楽しみにしてください。
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.